What is up, villains? Dragonball Black here, and today I wanted to go ahead and give you my 7 best or epic moments that came from the Goku Black arc, which is from the very beginning where you see Goku Black fighting future Trunks all the way to the very end, which is this episode where the Omni King meets the other Omni King and they destroy Zamasu. So anything in between is fair game. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 7 goes to Gohan saying goodbye. This is a very touching moment for all of us who had loved the Future Trunks saga, anything that happens to Future Trunks, also including the story of Trunks, the Future Trunks story, the movie that came out that shows exactly what happened to Gohan, which is very, very sad, very, very emotional, one of the most emotional moments in all of Dragon Ball Z. Well, we got a really good moment when Gohan and Piccolo come, and Gohan looks like he's Ultimate Gohan, or Mystic Gohan you would call him, from Dragon Ball Z. He looks a little bit more confident, looks sweaty like he's been traveling or flying really fast or training, and he says goodbye to Trunks. Trunks starts tearing up, cries, and is reminded of Gohan from his own timeline. And he's sad because he's lost him, but he's also happy because he sees a lot of him in the new Gohan, which is good in both senses, because not only do we get closure, and it almost made me cry, but at the same time we get a kind of a glimpse that Gohan is going to become a much more important character from here on out, and that's why this makes the number 7 spot. Number 6, Goku fights Zamasu the first time. Goku fighting Zamasu the first time is very, very important. It's not as important as other things on this list, but it is important because without this, nothing else happens. Without Zamasu, may not even have gone to the dark side. I know he had those inclinations, but Gowasu might have purged him from them, if he had more time. But with Zamasu losing to Goku, that just set the chain of events. No matter what happens, that we get Goku Black, we get merged Zamasu, we get the actual story, and that's why this makes the list. Number 5, Merge Zamasu versus Goku and Vegeta, and for this I am going with the entire battle that goes on between these guys, and the reason for it is because it's probably some of the best animation we've seen in the entire arc. We get Goku and Vegeta at their best fighting against Zamasu. Even Trunks jumps in and gets a chance to shine, and this is before Zamasu's Ring of Light gets broken. So between that, I think it's only an episode. It's great. This is Zamasu at his best. I think the merged Zamasu at his best. He's got such great attacks. He even gets Susanoo at some point from Naruto. He gets this huge creature that defends him and attacks at the same time. So great fight. Love it. I love the fact that Zamasu finally becomes a deity that he kind of really wanted to be, and then loses it. But for this little glimpse of evilness, we do get Zamasu at his best, and this is why this makes the list at number 5. Number 4, enter Vegito. We haven't seen Vegito since Dragon Ball Z. We haven't seen him since the Majin Buu arc, which I feel like he had like about 2 or 3 episodes where he was in there. I mean, he only gets one here, but this moment is really good for a lot of people who really wanted to see Vegito, wanted to see a fusion between Goku and Vegeta happen again. The only thing that doesn't make this an incredible moment higher on the list is because we get the revelation that this fusion only lasts an hour, which makes the fusion dance irrelevant, and the fusion itself doesn't even last an hour. It lasts like 5 minutes maybe, and then he splits apart and doesn't finish the job. So that's why this makes number 4 slot. Number 3, intro to Black. Before this, we only got a promotion picture showing what we now know is Black Goku, or Goku Black. We also get Trunks and Mai in the picture. That's all we got. This is the beginning where we saw Goku Black as some sort of demon. He kills Bulma, then he fights against Trunks, and the fight is just so brutal. He's far stronger than Trunks, even at Super Saiyan Trunks, which Super Saiyan Trunks is pretty good, especially a Super Saiyan Trunks badass that has been fighting even like Babidi and Deborah and all those. So he hasn't stopped fighting since the Cell Saga, so this is a much stronger Super Saiyan Trunks from before, and yet Goku Black is just toying with him, fighting him, and it's just a great fight. It's a great introduction to such a great character, and that's why this gets the number 3 slot. Number 2 goes to PTSD Trunks. Trunks comes from the future. He's mortally wounded. He gets a sensu bean, and when he wakes up, the first thing he sees is Goku's face talking to him. Obviously, he thinks that Goku's still dead because he saw Goku die in the Cell Saga when Goku gets blown up by Cell. And he doesn't know that Goku came back to life or anything that happens after that. So he thinks that it's Black. He attacks Black because he has flashbacks of Black killing his mother. And so he attacks him. And Goku blocks it easily because Goku is extremely powerful. But everybody looks surprised. It's one of the best ways that music, the assault music, I forget what it's called, Desperate Assault I think it's called, that soundtrack from the season, which is probably one of the best in all of Super in my opinion, probably the best in all of Super, is played really, really well. You see the emotion. We finally get something that a new layer of Dragon Ball Z-ness, of Dragon Ball-ness that we haven't seen in a very, very long, or at all actually, which is PTSD. These characters are fighting for their lives a lot of the times. And so to get that glimpse of PTSD that Trunks should rightfully have for fighting for many, many years since he was a little boy is awesome. That's why this gets the number 2 slot. Number 1, my personal favorite moment, and I feel like one of the strongest moments, but I'm going to go ahead and put up number 1. Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black stabs Vegeta, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This moment was unprecedented because a lot of us didn't know exactly. We knew he was going to go into Super Saiyan at some point. We didn't know he was going to be Super Saiyan Rose. The transformation was awesome. Vegeta still fighting Rose, and Rose thinking that he's, got Vegeta completely outclassed. He keeps calling him an appetizer, and then he swings at Vegeta. Vegeta blocks it and attacks him wildly. So it shows that Vegeta is still, the Super Saiyan Blue is not completely outclassed by Super Saiyan Rose. So it's still a viable option. It can still fight. And just when Vegeta, you think Vegeta has the upper hand, he's about to knock Black Goku out, or Goku Black out. Goku Black unsheaths his primary weapon, which is his key sword, is Rose key sword. I don't know what he calls it, but just a sword that comes out of his hand and stabs Vegeta. This is very brutal because a lot of us wanted Vegeta to be powerful. We want him to have a resurgence. We want him to be epic again. I feel like he got diminished when it came to the Universe 6 arc, when he got completely outclassed by Hit and outclassed by Goku again with Super Saiyan, with Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue. So now we saw him going toe to toe with the villain of the arc, and the villain in his best form. He had just transformed, and then he gets stabbed right in the chest. Goku, you see Goku's face. He's even like, what the hell is just happened? He got stabbed? Like, that's crazy. They're all surprised. The music, again, Desperate Assault makes a return. It's epic in all its grandeur. And when he finished stabbing him, he pulls the sword out. You see the pain of Vegeta getting stabbed in the chest. He holds his chest, and completely the Super Saiyan Blue transformation diffuses, goes back to normal state, falls on the ground, and he's done for. Amazing. One of the best moments in all of I think probably the best moment in Dragon Ball Super so far, and probably one of the better moments, the best moments, at least top 5 in all of Dragon Ball. Not including Dragon Ball the original, because I haven't really watched too much of it, but Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super, even Multiverse, you want to add it in there, and Xenoverse. Yes, really great moment. I'm so sad to see this arc go, but I'm excited to see what Akira Toriyama has in store for us next. The arc already sounds amazing with the assassination of Goku. I cannot wait, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite moment was from the Goku Black arc. Let me know. Let's see if we can get over 25 likes for the Goku Black arc, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, become a villain today. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.